Namaste, Masters. Under the divine guidance of Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, a warm welcome to Dana Mitra. Myself, P.V. Ramaraju from Vishakhapatnam. I have been into meditation and Pyramid Spiritual Society movement since the year 2007. Today's my topic will be about the Atma Vigyan, that is spiritual science. This is one of the concept of Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. It has happened to me that in the year 2007, I listened to this concept. After listening to this concept, I came to know the greatness of PSSM and Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. That's the reason why today I chose this subject to give you the insights about the Atma Vigyan. To begin this topic, I want that we should practice meditation at least for 5 minutes so that we can prepare ourselves and we can empty our mind to take this subject within our core of our being. Let us clasp your hands, cross your legs, close your eyes, and start observing your normal, natural, and simple breath. Just observe your friends, or just observe your normal breathing, the incoming breathing, the outgoing breathing. That's all. Be with your normal, natural flow of your breathing. Breath is the connection to your higher self. Breath is the connection to your whole of this cosmos. Breath is not the part of this body. Breath is the connection to the whole of the cosmos. Breath is the bridge between your inner world and the outer world. If you travel inside of you, then you have to take the support of the breath. That's the reason why Brahmarshi Pitamaha always used to say that your breath is your guru. Let us focus upon our natural, normal, easy, soft, tender breath. If any thought comes to your mind, just cut that thought and focus upon your breathing only. For the next 5 minutes, we are going to observe our breathing. Leave this world, leave your parents, leave everything for the next 5 minutes. Stop thinking about all the persons in your life. Stop thinking about all the worries, all the problems in your life. For these 5 minutes, just focus upon your breathing only. I will play a beautiful music for you for the next 5 minutes. Last 30 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one, zero. Okay, masters. You can place your hands on your eyes, please. By slowly removing your hands, you can open your eyes slowly, slowly. Thank you, masters. Today is the great day. We have started our day with 5 minutes meditation. Now we switch ourselves to Atma Vigyan, the greatest topic which has been given by our greatest Guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. Atma Vigyan means it is a spiritual science. As we are knowing that there is a difference between a soul knowledge, soul wisdom, and spiritual science. In this concept, Patriji has described about the difference between the soul knowledge, the soul wisdom, and about the spiritual science. We are not this body. We are residing in this body. We are the spirit beings in the flesh form. By knowing this concept itself is called as Atma Gyan. Atma Gyan means you are not this body. You are the being who wore this body. Just like I wore this shirt like that, Atma, the soul, who has taken this physical form to experience this physical reality, the three-dimensional reality. By knowing this truth itself is called as Atma Gyan. When we start practicing meditation, first of all, what happens is when we are at the breath, the mind becomes empty. When the mind becomes empty, huge amount of cosmic energy will flow into our body. When huge amount of cosmic energy will flood into our body, then what happens is the dormant third eye becomes activated. When our third eye becomes activated, that time what happens is our astral body will come out of this physical body. This is the Stula Sarira, and there is a Sukshma Sarira within this Stula Sarira. When the Sukshma Sarira, the astral body, come out of this body, then it realizes that I am not this body. I am residing in this body. This knowledge is called as Atma Jnana. This is the soul knowledge. When you have this soul knowledge, what happens is you come into light. Till now, you are in darkness. You are thinking yourself as a physical body only. When you come to know that you are residing in this body, then the illusion disappears. Then the facts will come into your life. This is called as Atma Jnana. Today we'll come to know from beginning to end about the soul knowledge. Beginning of the soul knowledge is Atma Jnana. That is knowing that I am not this body, I am residing in this body. This is called as soul knowledge, Atma Jnana. By keep on practicing meditation, by having lot of third eye experiences, lot of astral travel experiences, after so much of practice of meditation, one day we will come to know that I am not only residing in this body, I am residing in each and every being on this planet Earth. I am inside the animal, I am inside the plant, I am inside the mineral, I am inside each and every person who are living on this planet Earth. The body is different, but the soul in each body is the same thing. We will come to know the truth behind the Vedas, that is Mamatma Sarvabhutatma. The Atma within this body is residing in each and every being on this planet Earth. This is called as Mamatma Sarvabhutatma. When you come to know that I am residing in this body, this is called as Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi is the first step. Next step is the Mama Atma Sarvabhutatma. I am Atma Brahma. There, the Brahma, the word of Brahma will come into in our life. Atma Gnana is the first step, and Brahma Gnana is the final step. Atma Gnana is the beginning of your spiritual journey, and Brahma Gnana is your infinite journey of your spirituality. Atma Gnana is the seed of the tree. When you sow a seed, the seed will disappear one day. Like that, the person who is having the knowledge of soul, that will disappear one day. Once it doesn't turn into Atma Pragyan. Atma Pragyan is just like a plant. One day, the plant also disappear. The plant appear as a tree one day. The seeding stage is called as Atma Gyan, the plant stage is called Atma Pragyan, and the stage of tree is Atma Vigyan. One is the soul knowledge, another is regarding the soul wisdom, and this one spiritual science. I am talking about the spiritual science. There are many masters who have stopped themselves in the stage of Atma Jnana. There are many masters who attained the stage of Atma Pragyan, that is the wisdom of soul. Still, they have not entered into the spiritual science because of their ignorance, because of not having knowledge about the spiritual science. Now, this stage is about the spiritual science. New Age movement. New Age movement is about spiritual science. This is just like a tree. Tree is always permanent. The seeding stage always disappear. The plant stage also disappear one day, but the tree will always there. Like that, a person who achieves the knowledge of spiritual science, the wisdom will be forever. Knowing that I am not this body, I am the soul. This is the stage of Atma Jnana. Knowing that I am residing in each and every being on this planet Earth. This is Atma Pragyana. And doing experiments regarding the soul's plan, regarding life after death, regarding life between lives, regarding the incarnations, regarding multidimensional personality of the soul. This is called as the experimentation of the soul. Different circumstances of the soul is explained in the spiritual science. Patriji has always recommended about spiritual science. He has recommended the books of Atma Vijnana, the books of spiritual scientists, Adi Besant, Madame Blavatsky. All the books of Theosophical Society are belongs to Atma Vijnana category. There are many books who are talking about you are not a body, you are a soul. This is the this category of books are called Atma Jnana. And there are many books who are talking about you are residing in everywhere. Love is there in everywhere. That is called as Atma Pragyan books. There are many masters who has spoken about this Atma Pragyan. And there are few masters who are spoken about Atma Vigyan, that is a spiritual science. Lobsang Rampa is a greatest spiritual scientist. He has done a lot of experiments on the third eye, astral travel, aura, life after death. each and everything has experimented. He is a professor of Atma Vijnana. Like that Carlos Castaneda, like that Richard Bach, like that Seth Master, Ramta. There are many masters who has spoken about the different conditions, the different circumstances of the soul in different dimensions. So Patris has always recommended about the spiritual science. There is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita that is called as Abrahma Bhuvanar Loka Punaravatitunu Arjuna Mamupetiti Konteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. Here, the Sri Krishna told to Arjuna that when you reach to Brahmaloka also, then you have to, once again, you have to come on to this earth plane to experience the spiritual science state. Once you reach to my level, the Sri Krishna level, what is the Sri Krishna level? Sri Krishna is a spiritual scientist. Once you become a spiritual scientist, then only there is no need to come on to this earth planet. If you wanted to end the reincarnation cycle, then you have to reach to the stage of Atma Vijnana. Practice of meditation itself is leads to Atma Gyan and Atma Pragyan. But Dhyan, Sajjana Sangati, and reading of right spiritual books leads you into a spiritual scientist. That means your own experience mixed with the experiences of other masters. Like that, a PhD student always practices his own experiments. At the same time, he start reading about other masters' experiences. What Newton got results, what Newton got the results of the experiment, what the Einstein got the experiments, what our quantum physics has given the result about the creation. There are different type of results has come from Newton, from Einstein, and from the quantum physics. Then the PhD student will do experiments based on the books what he have read. After reading all the books, after listening to experiences of all the scientists, then he will do his own experiments. Like that, what we have to do is we have to listen to all the spiritual scientists of this earth planet. Then we have to discuss all our questions, all our knowledge with our colleagues, with our fellow spiritual scientists. Then we will have a vast clarity about the universe and the different characteristics of the soul. Then with our meditation, we will come to know. We can write our own book regarding our own experiences. This is the Atma Vijnana. So if you reach to a Brahmaloka, a Tapoloka also, you have to come back to earth plane to become a spiritual scientist. So that's why Sri Krishna told to Arjuna, Yogi Bhava Arjuna. That is the message of a Bhagavad Gita. You have to become a yogi first. That is the first step. Then the second step is Atma Pragyan, and the final step is spiritual scientist, just like a Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna is a greatest Yogishwara. He is a yogi number one. You have to become like a yogi number one. There is another shloka in Bhagavad Gita that is called as Manushanam Sahasreshu Kachitana Vipave. That means Out of 1,000 people, there is one person who wanted to know about spiritual scientists, who wanted to know about spiritual science regarding the nature of reality, out of which only one person will come to know the true meaning of the nature, the cosmos, on the truth about you create your own reality. So we should always ready to receive the knowledge from all the spiritual scientists. We have to become spiritual scientists, and we should not come to come to the conclusion that I have achieved all the things. Even though you came to know about some knowledge about soul science, there is much subject required to become a spiritual scientist. There is always an infinite journey. This is spirituality is a infinite journey. You have to continue, you have to journey, you have to go through this journey always. So friends, there are many masters who are stuck up in the Agya Chakra. All these people are like Gyan, Gyan Murk. Patris has mentioned that the person who has reached to the stage of the sixth chakra and who has not ready to teach about the meditation, who is not ready to experiment about the different conditions of the soul, he is the Gnanamurk. That he is ignorant in knowledge only. He is not ready to accept the different truths given by different masters of this universe. He is relying on the subject of his own knowledge only, but he is not listen to other masters' experiences. He is the Gyanamurk. The masters who has reached to the Sahasrar, he is the Atma Vigyani. The master who has reached to sixth chakra, he is the Atma Gyani and Atma Pragyani. The master who has reached to the fifth chakra, he is a Yoga Murk. He is ignorant in yoga. He is reached to the stage of yogi, but not ready to accept the third experiences. He always take the sentence of Vedas like the Yadrishyam Nadrishyam. With that sentence, he always tells to others that whatever appears in our meditation, that is illusion only. So he is not taking the advantage of the messages he receives during the meditation. That's the reason why he won't go from fifth chakra to sixth chakra. Many masters takes many lifetimes in their chakra state only. Many masters have stopped their journey in the yoga state, in the yogi state. Many masters have stopped their journey in the Aga chakra stage. And many masters have stopped their journey in the heart chakra state, Anahata chakra. There are many philosophers who has read all the Upanishad, Ved, all the books, still not ready to practice the meditation. So these people are just like ignorant persons in philosophy. They have reached to the philosophy. They know about all the things, but not ready to experience practically. So these people are just like a fourth chakra. And there are many people who are in the stage of Pandit, who they have read about all the Vedas, Bible, Quran, all the books, but not ready to practice meditation. At the same time, they feel that they know everything. These are the persons only who are leading all the religions in India, in the whole of the world. There are a lot of Mathadipati. Shankaracharya, Mathadipati, there are RSS people, there are many Advaita Gurus, Dvaita Gurus, there are many Gurus who are sitting on the thrones, still not knowing the experience of the self. And there are many people who are stuck up in the second chakra. They are just like Astika Murkha. They know that there is a God, and they think that their God is only the supreme. Other religions are useless. Only their religion is supreme. Like that, they are stuck up in the second chakra. These are the stages in spirituality. The person who is in the first chakra, he is an atheist. He is an Astic. He don't believe in God or existence of this nature and anything else. He always think about the food, sleep, and the natural requirement of his body. The soul which has reached to the second chakra, he always think about his caste and his religion is only great. And the soul which has reached to the third chakra, that is the Manipura chakra, they think that whatever they know, that is only better than other persons. They are not ready to practice meditation. They are not ready to accept the other religions' wisdom. And there are persons who have reached to the fourth chakra. They know that everything is a Brahma. We are all one. Theoretically, they know about the oneness, but they are not ready to practice meditation. That is these people are called as philosophers. And there are many people who started meditation, but there are many third eye experiences and astral travel experience in the meditation. But these persons always ignores the experience of third eye and astral travel. They have controlled their senses. They have overpowered their minds, but not ready to accept the third eye experiences, not ready to utilize the wisdom of the masters. This is called as yogis. There are many persons who are practicing meditation and having a lot of third eye experiences and a lot of astral travel experiences. They know they receive the message from the masters also. But what happens is they are not ready to experiment with whatever the findings they are having. They are not ready to in their lives. They are called as Gnana Murkha. This is the Gnana Murkha, this is the Yoga Murkha, this is the Vedanta Murkha, this is the Pandita Murkha, this is the Astik Murkha. There is a Nastik Murkha, as mentioned by Patriji. Nastik with atheist, theist, Pandit, that means a scholar, a philosopher, a yogi, and there is a Jnani. This is the chakra. These are all else called as wheels. Wheel means you have to come back to the earth plane. You have to come back to earth plane and you have to go back to other planes after the death. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare sayanam. Iha samsare bahudu pare, krupaya pare, pahi murare. But once you reach to the stage of Sahasrara, there is no need to come back to this earth plane because you have achieved everything in this earth plane. You have reached to the Sahasrara. This is an infinite stage. This is a spiritual science state. After reaching to the stage, then you will not come back to other chakras. So the main concept is about reaching to the spiritual science. Ramana Maharshi is there. Ramana Maharshi has reached to the sixth chakra. He is a great Atma Jnani and Atma Pragyani. But he has not propagated about meditation. That's the reason why he don't have any disciples. He knows about the truth, but He has not propagated this truth to all the people. So we can call him as Atmagyani. And there is another person who was our Vice President of India, that is Radhakrishnan. Radhakrishnan was a great scholar. He has read a lot of books, lakhs of books he has read. But after going to Ramana Maharshi ashram, he always sits before him and he don't talk anything to Ramana Maharshi. Because Ramana Maharshi in the 6th chakra and Pandit Radhakrishnan is in the 3rd chakra. There is a lot of difference between a 3rd chakra person and a 6th chakra person. At the same time, there is a lot of difference between 6th chakra person and a Sahasrara person. Patris has told in one of the book that Swami Vivekananda, he has cleansed all the chakras except the 6th chakra. That's the reason why he has once again incarnated in the Russia. There he has ended up with his last life. He got enlightened in the Russia and that was his last incarnation. So there are many mistakes we have made in past incarnations. That is the reason why we have not reached to the Sahasrara. In this lifetime, we have to reach to the Sahasrara to become a Atma Vijnani. We have to become a Acharya. Who is Acharya? Yaha Achinoti, Acharati, Acharyati. The person who wanted to learn about spiritual science, who practices spiritual science, who implements the spiritual science, and who teaches about the Atma Vigyan to all the people. So, teaching is the best way of learning. So, once we teach about the spiritual science to all the people, then we become a spiritual scientist. This is the 2-petal stage. This is the 3rd age, the 2-petal state, and this is the 1000-petal stage. That means your wisdom has to increase 500 times more. Then only you will reach to spiritual science. Practicing meditation is not enough. Practicing meditation will take you to Atma Jnani. This is the 2-petal state. This is the 1000-petal stage. That means you have to enhance your knowledge from 2-petal stage to Sahasrara. So Atma Jnani, the stage of Atma Jnani is the Arihanta. The stage of Atma Pragyani is the Bodhisattva. The stage of Atma Vijnani is the Buddha state. Buddha came to know about all his incarnations. He got a lot of visions about all the incarnations. When he got enlightened, he saw all his past lives. Then he came to know that before 50 births itself, he has become enlightened as a Arihanta. Arihanta matlab Arimani Arishadvarg. That means 6 passions. He has overcome all his 6 passions. The lust, the desire, the jealousy, the hatredness, the pride, the attachment, everything has overpowered. He has killed all his enemies, the inside enemies. That's the reason why he has called as Arihanta in this on that lifetime. Still he has taken the another lifetime. In that lifetime, he has established one ashram and he has thought about the meditation to the persons who has come into his ashram. That stage was Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva is teacher. But still he has achieved the stage of Bodhisattva. Still he has taken the birth of a Buddha. In that lifetime, he came to know that reaching to Bodhisattva is not enough. to end the cycle of birth and death. So then what he has done is he has spread the meditation to each and every home. He has reached to each and every state. He has reached to all the countries of the world. Once we become like a Buddha, like a Jesus, then only we will become a spiritual scientist or a Atma Vijnani. For that, what you have to do is you have to practice meditation. You have to read all the New Age books, and you have to listen to the experiences of other masters. Once we come to know that we are the Jiva Atma, that is a Gnana. Once we come to know that we are the Purna Atma, we are the Paramatma, that is the Atma Prajnan, and we once come to know that we are the cosmic selves. We ourselves are the gods. That is the stage of a Atma Vijnana, the becoming a spiritual scientist. So friends, there are different stages of soul. One is the infant soul. There are some stages of soul. One is infant soul, another is a baby soul, third is the young soul, fourth is the matured soul, fifth is the old soul, sixth is the transcendental soul, and final one is the infinite soul. Once we enter into the earth plane, we enter into mineral kingdom, then we incarnate into plant kingdom, then we incarnate into animal kingdom, then we reach to the stage of pet animals. After reaching to the pet animals, then we enter into the human kingdom. After entering into the kingdom, what happens is we take the verse of a infant soul. In the infant soul stage, we behave like just like an animal. We used to take the things forcibly from others. We focus upon only survival only, eating, sleeping, and body requirements only. After completion of 50 incarnation or 40 incarnations, then there will be evolution of your soul. Then we become a baby soul. Once we become a baby soul, we follow the system of a society. What the society teaches, that we follow. Once we take the birth in a Hindu family, we follow the traditions of Hindu. We go to the temples, we start praying to Shiva, Hanumanji, Ram, Krishna. Once we take the birth in a Christian family, we start praying to Jesus Christ. We used to go to the churches. Once we take the birth as a Islam, then we follow Muhammad the Prophet, Allah, and daily practices the namaz. But we feel that our religion is only great. So then what happens is we start killing all other religion people. We start hating all other religion people. Once we reach to the stage of a young soul, then we become the leaders of all the religion people. We become a pandit, a scholar, a pastor, a imam, who guides all other religion people. We tell to the people to go to the temple and collapse the temple because it belongs to it is not belongs to our religion. We tell to other Christian people that you go to mosque and collapse that mosque because of not understanding the oneness of all the religions. This is the stage of a young soul. Once we reach to the stage of a matured soul, then we understand about the law of karma. As you sow, so you reap. So that time we come to know that if we happen to kill other person, then we will be killed by anybody else in next lifetime. So for every action, there will be a equivalent opposite reaction will be there. Then we become silent. We become lover to peace. Then we become a philosopher. We become a musician. We become a dancer. We are interested in cricket. We are not interested in politics at that time. After many incarnation, we become a old soul. That time we think about others. Yes, I got peace in my mind, but how I can bring the peace to others? That time he start serving to the society by giving food, shelter, clothes to each and every person. Still, there is insatisfaction within his soul. That time he adopts meditation. Then he search for meditation and the soul knowledge. Then there is a question about who I am, why I'm here on this planet Earth, why there is a suffering. These type of questions will arise in his mind during the time of old soul. Then, after practicing of meditation, he become a third eye master. He came to know about different truths about the this whole universe. In his meditation, he visits lot of incarnations. He understands about the incarnations he took on the relation between all his family members, and he got the answers to all of his questions. For this soul, we call as transcendental souls. Transcendental soul means Vimukta Atma. That means he has liberated from the sorrow. Still, he has to come onto this earth planet as a teacher to teach others about the spiritual science. Once he teach others to reach to the stage of a spiritual scientist, then he will liberate from the stage of uh, the rebirth. Then this type of souls is called as infinite souls. That is the end of the game. So in our earth plane, all the souls take the birth as a come as a mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, then enter into a human kingdom. After reaching to the human kingdom, our evolution starts from the infant soul to infinite soul. This is a journey of our spirituality.